Okay, so here I am. Yes, it's me. Yes, it's me. For a quick kind of tutorial. And in today's video, I am just showing you how to achieve what is shown on the pattern. And although in my version, this is a work in progress that started ages ago, but in this pattern, I'm doing a lot of yarn over, 2 yarn overs, 3 yarn over, 4 yarn over, 5 yarn overs, and I think 6 yarn over. So, and this achieves that kind of lacy effect. Do you see all these lacy effects here? So I have done a little bit of that washcloth that you are going to work on. And this is what I have so far. So I worked out, do you know the numbers that you get in brackets? This is a repeat number of stitches. So I looked into that, the bracket with all the numbers in the bracket, and I figured out that it is 8 stitches in there. So as it tells you in what to do, you do knit 2 and then you do a repeat number of stitches 4 times. So 2 plus 32, that's 34, and then plus 2 at the end, and that gives you 36 stitches. However, I am going to do the number of stitches that are in the bracket. I'm going to do that 2 times. So I've got 20 stitches on my needle. And this is what I have achieved so far. So I hope you can see. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. So, and also, what I want to try and do is take off that autofocus because it's really annoying me. Okay, so do you see here, these sections here are where you're doing your yarn overs. So your yarn over and your 2 yarn overs. And the next row, you have to let them go. I will show you what to do. And this creates this lacy effect, as you can see. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to start. But before I pause, so I've done rows 1 to 11. And after rows 1 to 11, you have to repeat rows 4 to 11. But what I'm going to do with you here is I'm just going to do rows 4 and 5. And the rest, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to work it out. If you are stuck on row 8, I do not mind doing another video just for you. So, okay, let's get ready to do this. Okay, so I'm going to work 2 rows with you now. Maybe a little bit more, we will see. But for now, certainly just the 2 rows. So, row 4 is we're going to start on that repeat here, right here. This row here, this where it is nice and lacy, this is rows 8 and 9, but this one here is rows 4 and 5, and this is obviously the right side. Okay, so let's start with row 4 of the repeat. So since I'm working on 20 stitches, it shouldn't take long, and I'm going to work all this with you, and I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. So is this close enough for you, I wonder? Okay, I'll go with this. Okay, that's fine. So, first it says to knit 2. So let's do that. 1 and 2. And now we start our repeat of everything that's in the bracket. So it tells you to knit 3. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, and then it tells you to yarn over, and that kind of creates a stitch. So you just yarn over just like so, and as you can see it's going to create a stitch. So I'll do that again. So here's the yarn, it's at the back. So you want to bring this forward. I'm pretty sure you've done yarn overs before. But anyway, so you bring it to the front and you just leave it there. And then after that you have to knit one. Just like so. And as you can see, this creates a stitch. And after that you're going to do your 2 yarn over. And all that means is that you're going to, instead of just yarning over just the once, you're going to do that twice in a row. So 1 and 2. It's that simple. So it just creates an extra 2 stitches, as you can see. So I'll do that again. So let's say that I've just finished knitting that stitch, and now we're doing a 2 yarn over. So you're going to wrap the yarn around the needle twice. 1 and 2. Once you've done that, you're going to knit a stitch, and now it tells you to do a 2 yarn over again. So again, you're going to wrap your needle around the needle twice. 1 and 2. And now it tells you to knit 1 stitch, and now to do another yarn over and knit 2. And that finishes 1 repeat of these stitches. You will end up with a lot more stitches on your needle at the end of this row. It's okay, do not panic, it's perfectly normal. Let's do 1 more repeat. So if you look into the bracket, it tells you to knit 3. So you're going to knit 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and then it tells you to yarn over. So you yarn over the needle just like so and knit 1. And after that you have to do a 2 yarn over. So remember what that means is that you've got to wrap your yarn around the needle 2 times instead of just the once. So 1 and 2, and then it tells you to knit 1. And then you need to do another 2 yarn over. So 1 and 2, and you need to knit 1. There we are. And you have to yarn over and knit 2, yarn over and knit 2. So let's say you've done your 4 repeats in total. You've got 2 stitches left on your needle. So you just have to knit these 2 stitches, just like so. Right, so bearing in mind I've only done 2 repeats of that pattern that's in the brackets, I have a lot more stitches than I should, as you can see. But that's okay, because in the next row we are going to fix that. So I started with 20 stitches to start with, and you should start with 36. Next row, row 5, will solve that problem in no time. So the original number, 20 for me, will be 20 again, and yours will be 36. Okay, so let's do that. Row number 5. Let's explain this very carefully. We are going to knit every single stitch across, except the yarn overs. When we will come to yarn overs, we are going to drop them off the needle. So this camera is really doing my head in. Okay, it keeps losing focus and then it's getting it back again, and it's terribly irritating, especially when you're trying to teach someone. Okay, so here, I don't know if you can see here, these are the yarn overs. So you are going to drop those in the next row, but I will show you how to do that now. Okay, so turn your work around. So you can start on row number 5. So remember, in this row we're going to knit every single stitch, and drop the yarn overs. So let's do that. So, okay. Where is the first yarn over? Here is the first yarn over, and you can see what the yarn over is. Okay, because it's not been knitted. There you can see there. This is knit, 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 and here is like a yarn over because it created an extra stitch. And then where there's the 2 yarn overs, you can just see right here. It even creates a hole. There they are. Okay, so let's start. And you can see where the knit stitches are because you see the bumps, right? Because this is just knit every row, and that creates the garter stitch. Yes? Okay, let's do this. So as you can see here, I keep talking and talking. It's irritating, I know. But the 4 first stitches are garter stitch. And so you're just going to knit those. Knit 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we are where we are with the the yarn over. Why did I was going to say leftover, but this is not a leftover, right? It's a yarn over. Oh, geez. Okay, so this is a yarn over. So what you're going to do is extremely simple. And do not be afraid to do that. You're going to drop it off the needle, and then you're going to say, what? Trust me, it will make sense. Drop that. Do not drop stitches. Drop yarn overs. Okay, this is a yarn over. Drop it. You're not going to do anything with it. So you're going to knit the next stitch because it's a knit stitch. There we are. And then here we are with the 2 yarn overs, and you can see they are right here. Both of those, you are going to drop them as well. You're just going to leave them, not do anything with them. Take them off your needle. You don't need those no more. They are just completely useless to you. Woof! Goodbye! And the next stitch is a knit stitch, so you're going to knit that stitch, okay? So knit it. There we are. Next is another 2 yarn over, and you can see here, and it even creates a hole here. So once again, just drop them. Goodbye. There we are. Next stitch is a knit stitch, so you're going to knit that. And right here it's another yarn over, so you're going to just drop that one off. Goodbye, yarn over. Boom. And then the next, let's see how many stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next 5 stitches are knit. So you're going to knit those 5 stitches, okay? So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next one is a yarn over, so you're just going to drop that one off again. Just trust me on this, you will not be doing anything silly about it. Next stitch is a knit stitch, so you're going to knit that. There we are. And the next one is a 2 yarn over, so like I said earlier, you are just going to have to drop them off because you don't need those anymore. There we are. Knit the next stitch. And the next one is another yarn over 2 times. It's a 2 yarn over. So drop them 2 loops once again. Bye! And the next stitch you're going to knit it. Next stitch is a yarn over once again. So you're going to just drop that stitch here. There we are. And the rest of the stitches are knit. So you're just going to knit the rest of the stitches. Just like so. Yes. And I do hope that my explanations are easy enough to follow. I really do hope so. So now you will turn your work around, and there we are. You see, you have created this wonderful lacy effect, just like here and just like here. and hopefully you will have understood that technique of how to do this lace effect stitch. It is a lot of fun, and it does go quite quick as well, and yes, I really enjoy it. I don't know why I haven't continued with my wonderful poncho. I really must finish it because I really want to wear it, and I love the yarn that I chose for it. But yes, so I hope that this little mini tutorial, I say mini, but I think it will be about 14 minutes long, maybe 13 in total. So it's not that mini, but I hope this is good enough for you to understand about the yarn over and the 2 yarn over, and then what to do for the next row. Oh, and so my original number was 20 stitches, so let's check and see if I've got my 20 stitches here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Perfect! So there we are. You see, it is quite simple. I hope you will enjoy it. And see, these are the ones that you've created. Okay, let me know if you need help for rows 8 and 9. If not, I'm pretty sure that you can, work it out for yourself. But if not, please do not hesitate. I will do it once again. Okay, so there you go. Good luck and have fun.